The controversial legacy of Tom Bradley, 10 scandalous and shocking facts. Tom Bradley, the long-serving mayor of Los Angeles from 1973 to 1993, is often remembered for transforming the city into a global metropolis. As the first African-American mayor of Los Angeles, Bradley's achievements broke racial barriers. However, his career and personal life were not without controversy, scandal, and intrigue. This video delves into 10 shocking, scandalous, and interesting facts about Bradley's life, from his upbringing to controversies during and after his mayoralty. Fact number 1. Early life, a farm boy turned trailblazer. Tom Bradley was born on December 29, 1917, in Calvert, Texas, into a family of poor sharecroppers. His parents, Lee Thomas Bradley and Krenner Bradley, were both descendants of formerly enslaved people. As the second of 5 children, Bradley learned the values of hard work and perseverance from an early age. When he was 7, the family relocated to Los Angeles, seeking better economic opportunities. Bradley attended Polytechnic High School, where he distinguished himself academically and athletically. His exceptional talent in track and field earned him a scholarship to UCLA in 1937, where he was among only a few black students. During his time at UCLA, he competed alongside future Olympian Jackie Robinson on the track team. In 1941, Bradley married Ethel Arnold, a union that lasted for more than 50 years, though rumors persisted about marital strain due to his public career. Together, they had 3 daughters, Lorraine, Phyllis, and another daughter who tragically died in infancy. Bradley's early years instilled in him an empathy for marginalized communities and a lifelong commitment to public service, though his ambition for political leadership would challenge his personal life. Number 2. The LAPD career marred by racism. Bradley joined the LAPD in 1940 at a time when the force was notorious for racist policies. As one of just 80 black officers in a department of more than 4,000, Bradley was subject to systemic discrimination. Black officers were limited to patrolling black neighborhoods and were often barred from entering white residential areas. They also faced frequent harassment from white colleagues. Bradley quickly gained a reputation as an outstanding officer, but the LAPD's invisible ceiling for black officers blocked his promotions. Even as Bradley rose to lieutenant, the highest rank most black officers could achieve, his efforts to address the department's racist practices caused tension. White officers referred to Bradley and others who spoke out as traitors, and many felt betrayed when Bradley retired in 1961 after 21 years of service. Bradley's departure was motivated by his frustration with the department's discriminatory policies and his desire to enact broader changes through politics. Number 3. The 1969 mayoral defeat and the role of racism. In 1969, Bradley made history as the first black candidate for mayor of Los Angeles, challenging the incumbent Sam Yorty. Polls initially showed Bradley leading, but Yorty launched a fear-driven campaign, emphasizing race and sowing fear among white voters. Yorty described Bradley as sympathetic to black radicals and warned that a black mayor would invite lawlessness and unrest in the city. Yorty also accused Bradley of supporting left-wing activists, despite the fact that Bradley ran a centrist campaign focused on economic growth and police reform. On Election Day, Bradley lost by a narrow margin, receiving 47.7% of the vote to Yorty's 51.3%. His loss revealed the entrenched racial divides within Los Angeles, but it also sparked a deeper determination in Bradley to build a multiracial coalition. By 1973, he returned to the mayoral race with broader support, making history by becoming the first black mayor of a major U.S. city. Number 4. The 1984 Olympics, a political triumph with hidden controversies. One of Bradley's most notable achievements was bringing the 1984 Summer Olympics to Los Angeles. The event was celebrated as a political and economic triumph, generating a $223 million surplus for the city. However, behind the scenes, the Olympics were not without controversy. Preparations for the event led to the forced displacement of low-income residents, particularly in neighborhoods surrounding the venues. Activists accused the city of favoring wealthy developers, leading to allegations of gentrification. The event also stirred criticism over the city's approach to homelessness. In an effort to present a polished image to the world, officials were accused of removing homeless individuals from public areas. Additionally, questions arose about whether contracts for Olympic-related projects were awarded to Bradley's political allies, though no direct evidence ever linked him to these actions. Number 5. Corruption scandals in the Bradley administration. Although Bradley cultivated a reputation for integrity, several corruption scandals marred his administration. One of the most significant involved the Department of Water and Power, DWP. Executives within the department were implicated in bribery schemes and mismanagement of city funds, leading to public outcry. In 1985, reports surfaced that city contracts had been awarded in exchange for political donations to Bradley's campaigns. While Bradley denied any personal involvement, the scandal raised concerns about his administration's transparency. Despite the controversy, Bradley managed to distance himself from the worst of the allegations, though the scandals cast a shadow over his later years in office. Number 6. The Rodney King Riots, a legacy shaken. The 1992 Rodney King riots were a defining moment in Bradley's career. After the acquittal of 4 LAPD officers involved in the brutal beating of Rodney King, Los Angeles erupted into violence. Bradley, who had long advocated for improved race relations, found himself in the middle of a crisis. His response to the unrest was widely criticized as being too slow and disconnected from the frustrations of the city's black residents. Some community leaders accused him of prioritizing property over people, further straining his relationship with the communities he had pledged to support. The riots resulted in 63 deaths and $1 billion in damages, marking a painful chapter in Bradley's tenure as mayor. Number 7. Health issues and political decline. Bradley's health began to deteriorate during his 5th and final term. In 1990, he suffered a heart attack, leading many to question whether he could continue leading the city. The physical and emotional toll of public service, coupled with the fallout from the Rodney King riots, influenced Bradley's decision not to seek re-election in 1993. His declining health was symbolic of the broader challenges facing progressive politics in Los Angeles at the time. Number 8. The failed bid for governor of California. In 1982, Bradley ran for governor of California, hoping to become the state's first black governor. Although he led in early polls, Bradley lost by a narrow margin to Republican George Deukmejian. His defeat gave rise to the term the Bradley effect, referring to the phenomenon where white voters tell pollsters they support a black candidate but vote differently on election day. The narrow loss deeply affected Bradley, who had hoped to use the governor's office to further his vision for California. Number 9. The Bradley effect and its legacy in U.S. politics. The Bradley effect remains a significant concept in American political discourse, often cited as evidence of racial bias in elections. During Barack Obama's 2008 presidential campaign, political analysts speculated whether the phenomenon would resurface. Although Bradley never lived to see Obama's victory, his experience provided important lessons about the complexities of race and voter behavior. Bradley's career continues to inspire discussions about equity and representation in American politics. Number 10. Final years and legacy. After leaving office, Bradley largely retreated from public life. He suffered several strokes in the late 1990s, which significantly impaired his mobility and speech. On September 29, 1998, Bradley passed away at the age of 80. His funeral, attended by thousands, was held at St. Vibiana's Cathedral, where he was remembered as a trailblazer who reshaped Los Angeles. Bradley's legacy is complex. He transformed Los Angeles into an international city, expanded opportunities for marginalized communities, and broke barriers for black leadership in America. Yet, his tenure was also marked by challenges, particularly his struggles with the LAPD and the aftermath of the Rodney King riots. Bradley's story continues to inspire discussions on race, leadership, and the pursuit of justice.